Hey, yo, what up, guys? So it's going crazy right now, with this Dangote refinery saga. Like, a lot of things have happened recently, guys. From, when Dangote launched the refinery, to even the refinery catching fire. Like, this refinery actually caught fire. And the allegations that this fire was not just by accident, guys. So a lot of things has been happening to Dangote recently. In fact, seeing Dangote in so much interviews right now is what Nigerians have never experienced. Dangote has been that very silent billionaire. He just does his things and moves from one business to another. But Dangote recently did an interview exposing, in fact, even the Lagos state government of how much he paid, and Dangote is complaining bitterly for this Tinubu regime. He's complaining bitterly because things are not going as planned. In fact, he's not even getting products to refine, as there are some big men upstairs, that is trying hard to make sure Dangote doesn't succeed, guys. So a lot of Nigerians have reacted. First of all, a lot of Nigerians have called out Dangote. Like, they are angry with Dangote. They have always called him a political rich man, and they said he has the monopoly of business. In fact, especially the cement business. So a lot of people have actually been calling him out. We had the likes of Very Dark Man, which I'm going to be showing you. We had the likes of Seun, Kuti. A lot of people, have been calling Dangote out just because of this interview he made.
Another complaint that I had, which I think the Right Honorable Deputy Speaker also raised with me, say, okay, why did we drop the price of diesel when we started? We drop it from, is it the bad quality we are producing or what? I said that no. Even at the 650 ppm and 700 ppm that we are producing was a better quality than what was, imported. And I'm sure, Your Excellency, sir, most of you have problems with their vehicles. Either you have had or you are still having problems with their vehicles. It's because of the bad fuel that we're importing into the country. I still stand by what I said. Go to filling stations, you can pick up and you can check the quality. That's the only way. But all this one, somebody will bring in a sheaf and say that, yes, this is the quality. Bring in fake certificates. This one, when we go ahead, we will say more. We will say more in the sense that, we know why they blend this in. Some of the terminals, some of the NNPC people, and some, traders have opened a blending plant somewhere off Malta. We all know these areas. We know what they are doing. It's not that we don't know. And really, like what I said, I've been fighting all my life. Somebody now said, okay, Mr.
So after making this interview, in fact, he even went ahead exposing the Lagos state government, you understand, talking about how he gave them $100 million. And guys, $100 million now is over 150 billion naira. And he paid for the land that, he used to do the refinery right now.
Over the weekend, Africa's richest man, Aliko Dangote, and his $20 billion refinery were trending at #1 after Dangote refuted allegations from Nigeria's downstream regulator that the diesel produced at his refinery is of inferior quality compared to imported quality. Dangote spoke to journalists at his refinery located in Ibeju-Lekki, addressing several topics, including accusations of monopoly. He described the accusations as very disheartening, noting that his company's board have decided to shelve plans to develop a new steel plant in Nigeria to avoid further criticism.
Nobody ever called Lafarge, monopoly. But we, Dangote, the first plant we set up was 5 million tons. That was the first one, against less than 2 million of local production. But when we got in there, people now start saying, monopoly. And this is really very disheartening when people keep talking about all this monopoly. Monopoly, it is only when you stop people, you block them through legal means or whatever. No, it's a, level playing field. In the refinery, we did not, and I repeat, we did not collect one single incentive from the federal government of Nigeria or from even the Lagos state of Nigeria. Yes, Lagos said maybe they gave us a good deal, but we paid $100 million for the land. It wasn't a free land. Doing new business like, which we announced this sale. Actually, our own board has decided that no, we shouldn't do this sale, because if we do it, we'll be called all sorts of names, monopoly. And then also imports will be encouraged. So we don't want to go into that. Let other Nigerians also go and do it, because we are not the only Nigerians here. There are maybe some Nigerians with even more cash than us. They should bring that money from Dubai, from other parts of the world, to come and invest in our own fatherland.
You see CEOs like Aliko Dangote come out to refute claims that there's fire on the mountain. I mean, I loved your contribution this morning, Dr. Abati, when you compared it with the issue of airpeace and saying that it's only Nigerians that will try to bring our Nigerians down. We are seeing a philanthropist, a huge businessman like this that has donated, in fact, his whole net worth to a refinery. And the Nigerian government appears to be sabotaging him, because I know it may not be the Tinubu administration, because we have heard from the upstream and downstream regulator, we have heard from NNPC. And then also on Sunday, yesterday, he granted an interview to Premium Times. If you can pull up that float, where, they alleged that he was trying to sell his refinery. There it is. Aliko Dangote offers to sell 650 barrels per day oil refinery to NNPC. Obviously, this is definitely satire. It's a joke. Is it to the NNPC that Aliko Dangote will sell this refinery to? Or is it the NNPC that, for years have been promising us that, that they will run their refinery? Let us just take the quote that Aliko Dangote gave to Premium Times. If we can pull that up, if we have that quote. This is what he said to Premium Times. Let them buy me out and run the refinery the best way they can. They have labeled me a monopolist. That's an incorrect and unfair allegation. But it's okay. If they buy me out, at least their so-called monopolists will be out of the way. So, of course, you see that this is, people have run with this story. But you also said something about being shocked about the Lagos state government.
So there are a couple of things I forgot to say. Like I said today, let cool heads prevail. We can't bring in sentiments of politics or business interests and all of that. All those interested parties should sit in a room with government and look for an amicable resolution, because there are many sides to this. And this is in total very bad for Nigeria. What I was saying is, when I heard that he paid 100 million, because I've seen a lot of people touting the fact that, Dangote refinery came here like they provided land. No. And anyway, if you do business in Nigeria, you will know that it's even in your best interest to put money down, despite the fact that government said they're going to give you land. Because the thing about government is, anything government gives you in Nigeria is a Greek gift. It's not a real gift. Because when another government comes in, they will have to revoke it. So I'm happy that you're putting $100 million on ground as regards that refinery. But also, it's also an indication that many governments, if you look at when we were talking about the local and the petrochemicals, that if that one has started, if the Ogun State government had done their part, and I'd like to call on the government, Ogun State government, please, you people should do your part so that we can get investment. We can't be able to support businesses like this. Yeah. See, there is no how. In any country in the world, you will have businesses that carry countries. Do we want a room for other businesses? Yes. Are there talks about monopoly? Yes. Does it mean it's correct most of the time? No. But there are some businesses that definitely will be bigger than others. Take, for instance, as big as America is, Apple is, and what's it called, and like of Microsoft, are one of the biggest capitalized companies, and Nvidia recently. Are you going to call them monopoly? Not directly. So Dangote today is one of the biggest taxpayers. That should count for something. The same Dangote people are trying to bring down. We have forgotten was the one that started doing a lot of cement roads, that did the Bagada Expressway, that a lot of government now claim glory for. That even one government, one president now have to go and what did they call it? Recommission the road that had always been done already. We all remember that story. We never died in Nigeria with you. So this same man has done so much. Why can't we all come together and support it? All these years, nobody was able to build refinery. Yeah. He did it. Why did he build the refinery? Because this same government denied him the chance to be able to turn around Port Harcourt refinery. That many years after, the NNPC has not still run. They are taking the 2 billion debts now. After taking the money, for them to start the refinery is a problem for them. They keep pushing the date forward. They say you'd have gone to disrupt it the other day again. He has done what they cannot do. The only thing is to be able to support him. Even if you have bad belly against him. Bad belly is allowed in this world though. But please, with your bad belly, think about how we can amicably resolve this and move the nation forward.
I love that.
That's just it.
You mentioned biggest taxpayers, also one of the biggest employers.
Biggest VAT payers.
Biggest employers. Like I told you when I went to the Dangote planet, that's what I call it. The young people of Nigeria were there. They were, I can't even count how many people were there. Showing us the laboratory, showing us the huge refinery that he has set up there. Dangote refinery, it's here to stay. Go ahead, Dr. Abati.
Well, okay, just to restrict the point with which I started this morning, which is that President Tinubu must wade into this matter.
Absolutely.
the midstream and downstream regulatory authority is giving its administration a bad name and embarrassing it. And that is why I say it's an image issue for the Tinubu administration. The Tinubu administration came into office on the basis of, progressive politics, of being pro-business, of being pro-growth, of being pro-investment. And I think that the Dangote initiative, which we had all been looking forward to, and we have all been celebrating, 650,000 barrels of crude finished product per day, the single largest, train of a refinery in Africa. And now the same regulator that cannot do anything at the midstream and downstream, called, I think Farouk Ahmed is his name.
His name is Farouk Ahmed.
He is the one now saying the Dangote refinery has not been licensed. When, as we have in this day newspaper and other papers today, there is clear evidence that, in fact, the NMDPRA went there and even at the end of March or thereabouts, wrote a letter saying that in terms of equipment and personnel, that refinery has satisfied minimum requirement. Now, let me draw your attention to a newspaper that I have here. It's, I think, The Independent of February 11, 2022. There was a chief executive officer of this NMDPRA, Minister Farouk Ahmed. One CSO, civil society organization, protested against him. They called themselves Nigeria First. Imagine what they were asking Mr. Farouk Ahmed to do. They were asking him to resign because of his role in the importation of adulterated premium motor spirits in circulation.
This is a big story. This is a big story.
Now the same Mr. Ahmed is standing on a pedestal and accusing another person. Whereas one of the things that the Dangote people have proven is that, look, they have a sulfur recovery unit.
Correct.
And that their diesel, the sulfur content is between 42 ppm and 87.6 ppm, which is much lower than what is available in the market.
Absolutely.
But the simple point is that, look, the responsibility of the regulator is to nurture the business. The same people who have not been able to fix the refineries, they are trying to block the one that we're trying to do. They have an obligation to support that refinery to make sweet crude available, Bonny Light, which we say we produce in Nigeria. Yeah, those who say it cannot be done should stop disturbing people who have done it. After all, people were discouraging him. He told us that they were saying it was not possible. It was not possible. Now, all the naysayers in Nigeria, when you do something, they will try to stop you.
After he made all those claims, guys, Nigerians were not sitting back, and this was what the likes of Jollof and Seun Kuti, this was what he said about what Dangote came to say.
Wetin Nigerian government all do, say na business wey dem manage wey get head for 50 years. Make Nigerian government come tell us say we manage one business, wey dey save Nigeria life, wey be every day, wey be wetin we need every day, wey Nigeria sustain as a government for 50 years. None. The refinery wey they talk about, so we get about 4 to 5 refineries for Nigeria. No one get head. Dangote, private investor, don't come now and say, okay, I want to build refinery, make we refine our own product. And at the end of the day, if Dangote starts refining our own product, I believe the price of fuel and diesel will be cheap. The cost of importation of diesel and all those things is too much. If we get to the refine our product very well, I believe we're not going to buy fuel 600, 800, or say they think say they won't carry fuel go 1,200. All those kind of talk. Some people will say he won't monopolize the market. If he's doing it well, let him monopolize it. If Dangote as a businessman he manage our refinery, say our refinery get head, is it not better than giving it to a government that does not even know their left from right? Make we start to see truth they talk. Now some of una now don't come out. They rejoice. Say, Dangote business they go through a lot. Dangote go so join protest. Dangote don't turn motivational speaker. If your papa save, invest the time with the Dangote, they save, they invest. That maybe they tell this generation, say, learn to invest, save money, but now know the year word. Dangote don't reach a certain level now. Now they say, but government, they assist now. If your business is doing well, the government will assist you. There will be a lot of rebates. And not be saying the Dangote is saying it's just they get benefit from the government. Instead, they do a corporate social responsibility. Dangote, they make road. Dangote, they give police motto to fit guide in our life and property. So what is the problem that you people have with Alhaji Aliko Dangote? That people are rejoicing. Dangote business go like this. Dangote. One day, una go rise to the level of Dangote. They make the call the frustrating our business. No, una just feel, una get a taste of our own medicine. Una, at my prayer, and I say, una go make am. Because when I see some people they talk bad about Dangote, I go the wonder, see, like sometimes you see that Nigerians always rejoice when the rich are suffering, and they feel pained when they see someone richer than them. When people they make move, they get sleepless nights. When our papa not get all those sleepless nights, or they not make the move, or they not make the right contact. And at the end of the day, when I see people don't reach up, una own dream not to bring the person contact. You people should leave Dangote alone. Leave him alone. I'm talking from a level playing field. Not to say the government now collect court paper say, not do this business where Dangote they do. You have all it takes to engage in that business. But no, una not going to engage in that business, una not going to do anything, una go procrastinate, for una see, una not get BP die. Una not go overdo anything, una not go leave any legacy. Person they package himself, his family, and also they empower humanity. I mean, I don't know how many people be Dangote workforce. You know how many people Dangote don't come out for poverty? We say na workforce be that. You know how many people Dangote employ? Dangote is among the gatekeepers of this economy. You don't get anything anybody want to talk about Dangote. Say, why is the government favoring him all the time? Why is it that he's only Dangote? But he paid Lagos State $100 million.
But
today rate now 160 billion naira
for the land. It wasn't a free
and some
land.
fractions.
We paid for it.
He paid. Imagine say you pay for land to do something, then at the end of the day they frustrate your business. Then people call they laugh you. And Nigeria they suffer. The country is in a mess. The man is talking out of pain. You people are rejoicing. Like, really? What did they worry this country? This country need deliverance. So this country where they call Nigeria need deliverance. I don't know how the hearts na belle na gutter for Nigeria. When it reach bad thing, and only that thing that they celebrate. But when person they do something good, una know they sit down one. God forbid. Like say I go reactivate this my Canada ambition. I just need to reactivate it and leave this space.
Kuti na him buy all Nigeria textile mill. What happened to all the mills? They could just come outside. When they don't bow and finish. You know how much federal government put for that refinery? They give 2 billion. I did a live. The day they announced that they give Dangote 2 billion for 20% of that refinery. Government gave Dangote just $2 billion for just 20% of that refinery. That refinery is 680,000 barrel per day capacity and fertilizer. Listen, that same day, Sinclair Oil for America, I mean that's the name of the company, I think Sinclair or something, I can check later. They sold the same size of refinery with rail tracks, with trains, with the same fertilizer, everything, giant refinery, just like Dangote. The entire thing, they sold it for $2 billion. The entire thing in America was sold. America, where workers earn more, where things are more expensive than Nigeria. They sold that same size of refinery that day for 2 billion. Federal government buy 20% of Dangote on just 20% for the same 2 billion. This Dangote has the audacity to come and say, one government, they sabotage. I say, in the last 5 years, has the government of Nigeria spent $2 billion on Nigerian education for all of us to educate all our children? We don't see $2 billion. $2 billion is over 300 billion naira. He comes at you and say, you know what, monopoly. When they don't think be monopoly, I don't believe in monopoly. Government should come and buy the refinery. More come buy this refinery. We don't go work. When we come, see, una no get sense. See now, due to una, they don't use their influencers. So they don't come outside. Hey, government won't keep Dangote. All of a sudden, government now not going to say that the plan between him and the government, he don't do the first step now. So government now to look like say government is proactive. Government will come buy the refinery. Abi now because the government do well. Abi later the base will now fall on Nigeria head. Dua. Abi. Abi. Why? It was said that, okay, the question to ask is this. If the refinery they work, is it our, now we go collect the profit? Is the profit going to go to Nigerians? Is the profit of the refinery, is it a national business? This is Dangote's personal, now he choose, say he won't enter that business. No gun to his head, nobody tie him. He say, I'm business. They say capitalism. Business is win or lose. It's either you do the business well and you gain. This is capitalism. So I they tell you now, this is what capitalism says. Business means say, if you do your business well, you move forward. If you don't do your business well, you fall off. Why be say when the rich men of Nigeria do business, work well, we must come and help them out? That is socialism. They go telling every day, say socialism is bad. Socialism is bad. But when they fuck up, they immediately run to the government for public money. Just like we do in Nigeria, everywhere in the world. They run to the government for public money.
So before I even continue, what do you think about this guy called Dangote? Like, this guy is a billionaire, but what do you think about him, guys? Do you think he has the right to cry out, because according to what a lot of people have been saying, the Nigerian system have been favoring him more than any other businessman. And a lot of people said during lockdown that it was only Dangote that was open to import things from international countries, you understand? That every businessman in Nigeria wasn't allowed to import things. So a lot of things going on, but just watch this video. Tell me what you think about it, guys, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.
Oh boy, Tinubu regime make African richest man he nearly cry for interview. And they watch that Dangote interview, he remains small. Big Dangote say, money, he remains small. This is how bad the economy is right now. Even Dangote, they reminisce when a friend tell us, make you invest in Nigeria again. It's that bad, bro. I watched the interview when he talk say he pay $100 million to get the land where he build the refinery. Do you understand? Now, I have a question to the Nigerian government, right? When Dangote they build that refinery, why would I not tell us so I not get crude oil to give him? Why? The guy built the refinery finish. You people told him that Nigeria don't have crude oil to give him. Same crude oil where they Delta State, where they Edo States, where they Bayelsa, where they Imo, where they Akwa Ibom. Same crude oil where full everywhere. You people say you don't have any to give him. The guy can't be frustrated. Say, okay, no problem. Let me go and bring it from Brazil. He go Brazil finish. The people where they high and mighty call Brazil. Tell Brazil to say this guy no get license. He said this guy no get license. Now the guy said, if you want to do like this, anybody will get money, make or collect the refinery. Do you understand? But now, this money where they say they build the refinery, say that money, it has been alleged. That's not see our own money, then they used to have. Do you understand? That's been alleged. Now, this thing that I see they are crying, is saying it's about the country, trying to make the country, they have allegedly said that Dangote is the king of monopolizing things. Which is why they said that cement company no fit function without any other cement company cannot come. Because according to them, a lot of politicians get shares. So any other person that is coming to sell cement in Nigeria, they will knock you off. That's why if cement go up, it cannot come down. Or if cement go up where nobody can do anything about it. Because the market is not shared. A lot of people don't have cement. If to say we get 10 cement company, cement will maybe still there around 3-5 or 4K. But then say, allegedly, that if any other cement company they come, they are senior man people, they'll go and spoil it. That's why, or rather, that's why elephants, they suffer to make sales. Do you understand? They did it to the point where it can be as if elephants no good. Now let's senior man own nine good. That's why we don't have one or two that try to survive. And now, according to what we are hearing, that even Boa said they struggle in the hands of senior man. Do you understand? So this one of saying, okay, we now want to do this oil for us. It's not about us, bros. It's about still keeping you at the top. I don't like that part of saying about the country. It's not about the country. You are making more money. This thing is a simple thing. It's not even the government where they fight out. Now the other people where they bring oil, where they import fuel, where they bring oil from different countries, and then they fight out. Then they use their connections. Say, oh more, if this guy man do this refinery finish, we will not go chop. We will not go chop again. In get level, in get the connection. We will not go chop. And tomorrow, we go just call, come talk, say this fuel, we go reduce and go 80 naira or 70 naira, and we cannot do anything. That means we are at loss. I will not fit talk to him because he is who he is. You understand? It was a monopolizing deal where it go bad. It was a monopolizing deal that gone bad. Because you cannot tell me that you use $100 million, take buy land, you build refinery, and you don't know where you won't get oil. It was a last minute deal that gone bad, in my own opinion. In my own opinion, it was a last minute deal that gone bad. It's not about you people caring about Nigerians. It was a last minute deal that gone bad. So for me, I would say go and do the deal again. If you were telling them 60-40 before, tell them 50-50. Let them carry 60, carry your 50. You understand? Let them carry your 50, carry your 50. Nobody invests as somebody like, nobody invests like that without knowing where you are getting. You have not secured where you get crude oil. You go to create that kind of big refinery. Come on. So the last minute deal that gone bad. I'm not going to take it because of Nigerians. So we should go and do your deal again. Because if in NNPC collect that place now, 2 years, that place go forward. If NNPC pays Dangote what he invested in that place, 2 years, NNPC will crumble that place. 2 years. NNPC has a very poor management. 2 years, they will crumble that place. Now he's saying that he cannot produce steel again. They don't really drop the morale of Dangote. They dropped his morale. You know? They dropped his morale. This country, man, we have to do better. I know they surprise if tomorrow Dangote and carry placards stay for us. Say, we no go agree, yo, we no go agree. They don't push the guy to the wall. For him to be saying all those things in that interview yesterday, oh boy, they don't push and go wall. They don't push and go wall, bro. The guy didn't care again. Money don't go down. The money don't go down. You know what they did build refinery? The money don't go down. My question is, how do you build a refinery like that without securing a place where you be getting the oil, the crude oil? You don't know what you are doing, there. Mona go rest. My mom say Mona no play with us in this country. Else people will learn, oh. Else people will learn and even learn the hard way. Please, I know you are trying your best. I know your regime are trying. You understand? God will bless you, give you long life. But please, people are trying to the wrong place. Try to the right place. You understand? Try to the right place. Look at the people. Look at the people for once. Please, sir. Please. And I didn't vote for you. But when you became the president, right? I was like, okay, cool. Now God now they choose leader. Maybe now God choose you. Do you understand? But I beg. Even God no go appeal within the ground for this country right now.
Whatever is going on between the regulators and Dangote refinery is bad optics for Nigeria. A couple of months ago, the chairman of Total in Africa was saying that it's difficult to do business in Nigeria. And we see how other foreign oil majors are going into deeper waters and trying to pull out of the ecosystem. And this is giving a lot of them a vindication. Dangote said the other day that some of his friends are now laughing at him for investing in Nigeria. And that's the sad reality. Please, people should leave political interests, personal sentiments, and whatever their personal gain will be aside to support our own businesses, just like I always clamor here, and our own indigenous manufacturers to be able to boost the economy. Because those sole economy you go to import, if they didn't put everything in place, you will not have a place to be able to import from them. So whatever it is, all the stakeholders should come into a room and solve all of this and stop putting this in the public glare and the media eye, because our foreign competitors are watching and they're laughing at all of us. And the truth is, nobody's going to take Nigeria serious as regards any business. I just hope cool heads will prevail. Secondly, the back and forth between the regulators is not necessary. What the regulators said in the first place was very indicting and very bad. And it has shown the number of part per millions of sulfur that is even in other products that were bought and screened by the Dangote lab. So even if the regulator calls for independent verification, the empirical proof is always there. And increasingly, the refinery is saying that they're going to reduce the sulfur content, and they're increasingly reducing the sulfur content. I also see a mismatch also with the marketers, people that are bringing products in. For whatever it is, everybody must sit down around the table, because this looks very bad for Nigeria as we speak. I think henceforth what I would like to advise is both the regulator, the other oil marketers, and Dangote refinery should get out of the media space. If it's possible, put all of you together in a room, probably with President Tinubu in there, lock yourself in a room, have an amicable resolution, let every party be a winner in all of this, or let every party get something in all of this, and stop bringing all of this to the public sphere. This media warfare will not augur well for Nigeria. Now we need to think of national interest and we need to support one another. In the end, let's remember we all share something in common. We are all Nigerians first and foremost. Though tribes and tongues may differ, but in brotherhood we shall stand here.